Hey guys, want to show you my EDC plus a few extras that I do for other stuff as well that I don't carry every day. We'll start with the easy stuff first. Droid Turbo, picked it because of the battery life. It's got a huge battery, lasts all day and then some. Awesome little phone, have it every day everywhere I go. Maxpedition Wallet, you saw the review on this a little while ago. I also have some basic survival gear in here, aside from always carrying cash and a credit card and all that. There's also a Fresnel lens in here, a small little plastic signal mirror, some fishing line, and a couple of fishing hooks, and a piece of cardboard, and a couple of band-aids. A few things like that just to help out, you know, because I guess when you're always dealing with really sharp and pokey things, you know, having a few band-aids is always a good idea. Business card holder, just a leather business card holder, and I got a few notes and things like that I've stuck in there, but typically for work, if I'm not at work, that goes on the nightstand. My all-weather notebook, just like a generic Write in the Rain. Sorry guys, I'm a little stuffy, so just really not a little under the weather today. So the oh, that's a good one for just taking notes. I usually keep it with this business card holder in my back pocket usually, or if I have cargo pants, in the cargo pants pocket. So that's a nice addition. LC9, I don't carry for work. I'm actually not allowed to carry for work, but when I'm not working, this is what's on my belt. Usually carry it about 10 o'clock. You know, a little bit forward, but not full appendix. Really like that, works for me. And it's that On Your 6 Designs holster. Really good holster for the $30 I paid for it, so really enjoy that. Flashlight. 90% of the time, this ThruNite TI5 is in my shirt pocket. I wear shirts with pockets in the front, typically, I'd say probably 9 out of 10 days, and those 9 out of 10 days, this is in that pocket. If it's not that, it's usually this BLF 348, because it's got that really nice LED. This is another one I don't carry every day, but a good portion of the time, this is in one of my pockets. It's the Lighter Bro multi-tool with the Bic Lighter. I don't smoke, but you know, it's that old country boy thing. It's just one of those things you gotta have on you. Keys. All right. Aside from the normal stuff, we have the Nightcore Tube, probably the best keychain flashlight in existence. I highly recommend you check them out. Best $10 I've ever spent. I've used this a lot. Rechargeable. I have a charger right at my desk at work. Tough. Just what a good investment. And I've had this for probably close to a year now, and it's been on my keychain. It's fine. It's tough. It's great. Probably one of the most recommended pieces of gear I can give to you. This Night Eyes thing, I forgot the name of it. Maybe Doohickey, I think is the name. Use it every once in a while as a backing for bolts. When I'm doing things, got the can opener, the screwdriver, pry bar, kind of nice. Got a little P38 can opener. Some of these locking S-beaners so I can take my keys off. Screw pop, new addition. We're going to see how that works out. Handcuff key. I do a lot of contract security work still. I still have my security license here, and I haven't done armed in quite a few years. But I've done a lot of unarmed, and sometimes those jobs require carrying handcuffs, so I do have an extra handcuff key here. My space pen. And I think that's about it. That's it for the keychain. That's a work in progress always. It's always changing things up on that. It was a lot of wilderness survival kind of stuff. I've changed that up and really kind of turned it more into general use. Because I tend to bring a whole bunch of stuff anyway. So, Leatherman Sidekick often ends up in my right pocket. It once again, it's not something I carry every single day, but probably 7 days out of 10 that's in my right pocket. You know, because it does have the pocket clip, so it rides up high. So if you got a bunch of junk in your pocket, it decent quality. You know, the steel on the blade isn't the best, so it does need pretty frequent sharpening, but overall pretty happy with it, and it sees a lot of use. I mean, it's very rare a day goes by that I don't use it. And it's funny because so many times, like, my wife will say, you know, oh, throw me your Leatherman, because she knows just how useful of a thing it is. So it tends to not only get used by me, but people who know I have it. People at work always come and borrow it. My wife's always borrowing it. It sees a lot of use. Pocket knife. Right now, I'm carrying this Gonzo, the Spyderco stretch clone. Testing out. I really like these Gonzos for the money. They're a really good value. And this one's really nice. I definitely prefer the bigger pocket knives. I'm going typically with either one of the Gonzos, the Spyderco Endura, the Ontario Rat, or that Kershaw Salvo. So I do tend to go with the bigger pocket knives, typically. I have a little drawer next to my front door where I keep a couple other spare things, which are things I tend to use not on a daily basis, but for specific kind of general use. If I'm going out, say I'm going hiking, fishing, whatever, or I'm going to the range, I always grab a tourniquet before I go. Throw that in my pocket. You know, I do have them in my car. I have them in my first aid kit. I have them in my range bag, but it's always nice to have one on you in your pocket. It's just one of those habits I'm trying to get myself into. Working around the yard and the house. You know, if I'm going out, playing around in the barn, I'm doing something in the backyard, whatever, I tend to grab two tools because they seem to be the things that I get and use the most. One is this little 4-way screwdriver. It's got the bits, and then it switches for the different sizes, so that's 4 different sizes. Use that a lot. I really like it because it's got this big, you know, squishy handle. You can get a lot of torque on this. This is a really good screwdriver despite being a cheapo. And if I'm going to work on something or just whatever around the yard, this goes in my back pocket usually because it's very handy. And it's a lot better than running back into the barn to go try and hunt down the right screwdriver. I got everything I need right there. So that's right by the front door. Anytime I go out to work on something, it's right there. And if I need it around the house, pretty handy as well. Likewise, this Stanley utility knife. I'll clip this onto my belt if I'm leaving the house to do stuff around the yard. Very handy, especially around the garden. You know, sometimes a pocket knife just isn't the best solution. And if you're rocking a good pocket knife, do you really want to be cutting into the dirt and things like that? You know, with if you're cutting up roots or something like that with your good pocket knife. I like this because if you screw up the blade, you can put a new one in. So that tends to go on my belt when I'm going out in the yard and all that. And last but not least, you know, if I'm going out, maybe I'm going fishing, maybe I'm going for a hike, maybe whatever, you know, traveling, I will throw this in my pocket. This is the ThruNite TN12. I'm actually in the process of testing this, but really nice little light. A lot of power. You're talking 1,000 lumens, small, pocketable. You can put this in your pants pocket, but it really goes better in a coat pocket because it is a little big. But so I tend to use this quite a bit. Pretty much I don't carry it every day for work because it's just too big for a daily carry. But when it comes to pretty much any time I'm leaving the house for anything else, I just throw this in my coat pocket. Summertime, I don't know if I'll continue, but you know, if I'm going anything, you know, fishing, hiking, whatever, hunting, I'm always going to carry a light about this size and this power just to have, because I think having a good light is very important. So there it is, guys. That's the EDC. As always, it's a work in progress, always changing as my needs change and my job changes and things like that change. So that's that. Hope you enjoyed.